Maude Frickert came from a relative I had, Aunt Lou Perks, who was a huge, big woman, crippled, and was in bed most of her life as an invalid, but funny. And I decided, having seen a lot of older people, that many of them even today are shelved, or put in retirement homes to rot and go to seed, and we don't need you anymore. You're in the way, and put her to sleep, or put him to sleep. And there's something to be said about that on occasion, but, being an old person, occasionally you want to put a young person to sleep, have them come into the cave. There we go. Watch the Christmas lights. So at any rate, I decided to get a hip old lady. And you could say it's like Geraldine and Flip Wilson. You say a lot through this person, you see. Burl, of course, dressed up. Everybody's in drag at one time, really. And I put on the dress, no makeup, wore glasses and a wig with a bun, and then interview her, like I'd say, well, Miss Frickert, we understand you've been married some 12 times. You've been quite active. What were all of your husbands? What did they have anything in common? Very little. One was a cutlery salesman. I met him outside of Omaha. He worked for a meatpacking concern. He was a butcher. But, on the honeymoon, he threw knives at me, and I didn't like that. I knew he wouldn't want to kill me, but he came close. He didn't drink, but, boy, he loved to throw those cleavers. Then I married an Italian man, wonderful man. He worked at night a lot. That's what he said. And it's the way he worked. He worked he traveled, he said that he was a window washer. And I followed him one night and found out that he was on the 19th floor with some kind of wire cutter and some glass cutter or something, working his way in there and had robbed. It was a terrible thing. He caught me. I came up with the washer. We worked our way up the building. Tony was his name, Tony. His real name was Ralph, but he called himself Tony. And he got very surly because I'd caught him, you see, and he threw my buns out of the window. And the only thing that saved me was on the 9th floor was a heavy-duty awning, and broke my fall. And that forced me to go to some kind of armory to get a gun and work on him. Well, some of the other men then would go on, but that was the character. And say, what is it like around the holidays? Oh, I've been a diabetic, but what I do is I guess it's part of my illness, mental illness. I have a number of diabetic friends, and I always tell them the candy has no sugar in it. It's loaded with sugar. And they all go into a coma. Fun to watch them sleep. I bring them around. They don't eat that much. Just enough. But, that, and I have some friends that are heart patients, and I love to go over there during the day, Christmas Day, and play Crack the Whip with the cardiacs. Many of them don't make it. But, you're not here forever. But this was the character that I